Hey there, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Luna and I will be making videos on everything to do with horror. So horror unboxings, collectible unboxing, sorry, showing off my own horror collection, the things that I already have, reviewing some movies, new releases and some of my old favourites. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Trick or Treat Studios Seed of Chucky Tiffany doll. I have done a unboxing already of the Seed of Chucky doll from Trick or Treat Studios, and he's absolutely beautiful. This is another doll that I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on, but again, they're pricey dolls, they're a big investment. But when I found out they were losing the license, these were the two that I was like, I have to go for it, because once they're gone, and people are going to be reselling them for crazy high prices, and they're already, you know, like 400 and I think it was 29 that Tiffany was. I'll need to double check for you. But yeah, absolutely massive box. These dolls are 1:1 scale replicas. So I got mine from, I think you can see the sticker there, I got mine from Mad About Horror, which is a really great UK stockist of all sorts of different collectibles. So you can get stuff from like Spirit Halloween, Trick or Treat Studios, Garbs. I don't know if they have Hell on Shirt stuff. I definitely know Garbs. So I'm gonna really quick pop off screen and get this out this big outer box, and I will come back to you so that we can have a look at the details on the box before I get her out and give you some close-up footage of that as well. So I've not quite got her out the outer box yet, but I just noticed some things that I want to point out. So they have these like plastic pieces of packaging to protect the corners on the boxes, which is really nice when you're getting a collectible this expensive. If you're like me and you do want to keep the boxes as a display piece themselves, or if you want to display the doll in the box, sorry, then you know that you're not going to have it arrive damaged because you've got that little bit of extra security. And then another little thing, which I thought they had forgotten with mine, because I had a friend order with them recently and they got these included and mine wasn't in the Chucky box. So if you order more than one item, I don't think you get multiple of these, but just double check each box for them. So with the order receipt, you get these kind of packed in there. So it is like a little, it says art cards. So this one's a Leatherface one, which is the same as what my friend got. So I don't know if they aren't kind of like a random mix of ones that they put in, or what, whether they're all like released at the same time, so everyone will get, say, Leatherface this month and then the next month would move on to the next. I'm not sure, but it's a nice little added freebie, something that you could maybe frame or just you know, tack to the wall to fill out your collection a little bit more. Little added extras like that help to build things a lot quicker, I think. But yeah, they're really nice and detailed, especially for something that's just like a freebie, and it's like decent quality as well, which is nice. So nice little added touches there in terms of packaging and little extra freebie as well. Finally out of the outer box now, after a little bit of a fight, but I feel like after opening the Chucky one, I feel like this one was a little bit easier. So some little things that I am noticing on the box that maybe were on the Chucky one and I didn't spot before because I was, you know, so excited in the moment. Some of the little phrases and stuff on the box are really sweet. So it says on the bottom, I'm trying not to look at the front yet, I've not even got her out of the plastic. Here on the bottom right corner, it says contains killer doll, which is really cute. Similar sort of design with the box as the Chucky one, where it's all red and black and similar art style to it. It's got like a little quote there from Tiff, so it says it was just a little slip. And yeah, more with, I'll take this plastic off first before I get too carried away. I'll haul it off for it. They're huge. The box doesn't seem to have any damage either. It's got the stitching on it, I think. Oh, I thought it was maybe like 2 different pictures on each side of her, but it isn't. So, chuck that off to the side. On the sides of the boxes, I'll do a close up as well so you can see a little bit better, but there's the stitching that's like embossed on there, shiny, same as the Chucky doll. I don't know if the Glen and Glenda are the same because I don't have that doll. I would love to get it, but I can't afford to buy all 3 right now. And again, similar to the Chucky one, it's a picture of Tiff, kind of looming in the background. Pretty like low exposure. You've been able to see the front now, I have not yet. Also on the back of the box it says, time to raise some hell, get a load of Tiffany. So time to raise some hell in white font, and then get a load of Tiffany in red. And some little good guy shoe prints on there as well. So I'm going to finally turn the box and have a look at the doll for the first time. I have been wanting a Tiffany doll for years and years, but I am notoriously picky and fussy with dolls. So to finally be able to like have this moment to have her, the Chucky one was exciting, but the Tiffany one is like a big deal. A really big deal for me. So, oh my god. Okay, I do have some issue, a slight package issue, unfortunately, which you've maybe spotted before I have. But the little plastic tie to hold her neck in place has come undone. It doesn't seem like she has any damage yet though, so I'll need to open her up and have a look, but I'm pretty sure that they would have like a returns policy for that. But I'm gonna hop off screen for a second. I'll give you some close-ups of her in the box so that you can see the detail around the box as well. The box is a little bit damaged here as well. It's like the glue's come loose. But if I did want to display it, I could maybe just glue that back into place because it's not. You'll see when I show you the close-up, so I'll cut to that. Okay, I've put you a little bit closer now so that we can have a bit of a better look at the box. So, like I said, here's that picture of her in the background there with the, I think that's called embossed, stitching going down it. That squeak was horrible, sorry. And here's the back of the box with all the little phrases on there. I remember the bread knife. And the little shoe prints. I feel like they're also that same. Yeah, they've got shine to them as well. So there's shine, and I think a lot of the red detailing is that kind of like shiny, different feel to what the rest of the box is. This is the side where I have a little bit of damage on the box, so you can see it kind of coming away a little bit there, but the cardboard itself isn't damaged, it's just they didn't put enough glue on the box by the looks of it. So I think I could just put a little bit of glue on there to re-stick it down, because I do want to keep the boxes. It is like just about sticking, but I feel like I'll move it the slightest bit and it'll pop back up again. And you can probably see through the window if I have her in frame. The like little plastic tie thing to hold her in place that was around her neck has popped out of place. So I will give you some better shots of this box without me talking in the background, and I will pop back again once I am getting her out of this box so that you can kind of see what we're working with in terms of packaging. so I don't know if you maybe could tell from the time lapse, but some of the plastic also snapped with little resistance. So it seems like these like plastic ties to keep them in place can maybe be a little bit hit or miss. They do have a lot of them in place though, so that means that even though I had 2 break on me, one was just stuck to me, she was still really secure in there. It doesn't seem like, from looking at her right now, there's any like scratching on the plastic, despite the fact that she did have some of those plastic, you know, straps keeping her in place broken. So I'm going to try and get her out of the box and show you, because I'm having a look at her just now and she is absolutely beautiful. So let me just see if I can get all of this packaging to agree with me. I think I've missed one, so bear with me and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to try that again. I know for you, obviously, that's going to be a really quick cut to me being back here. That last set of little like metal twist ties took me probably about 20 minutes to get off. There was a reason that I forgot about those ones, and it's because they were the first ones that I tried to undo and they just did not want to budge. So my fingers are a little bit worse for wear now, but she should be all good and free to take out the box finally. So I mean, immediately straight off the bat, before I've even got her out of the box, the quality and level of detail looks absolutely phenomenal, like it did with the Seed of Chucky doll. I say she should be free, but there we go. It's these little like metal twist ties, because they're like quite, the wire's quite firm, it holds the shape. So when you're trying to pull it through the back of the box and it's still like partially twisted, it can be a little bit stubborn. But again, it means that in my case, with these like plastic bits that I had a few break, with having these so many other backups in place to hold her in there, it's not as much of a worry that she's gonna come loose in the box. So let me try and, can we move her? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll bump this out of the way a little bit and set her down. There we go. If I kind of maybe move off to one side. So she is in her pretty little wedding dress. Oh, we've got a little bit of something stuck to her hair. She's beautiful. She is absolutely perfect. She's got the little fabric choker on there with a little gem on. That is a little bit loose in there, so keep that in mind, but at the same time, these aren't toys, they're going to be display pieces. They're either going to be in a box or stood in a cabinet or sat on a shelf, you know, those type of things are not made to be played with. So it's just something to maybe keep in mind when you are unpackaging, to kind of keep an eye out for little things that maybe are a bit more delicate. She has little heeled booties on. Let me just turn her a little bit. The dress is really long, and the fabric is super high quality is the word I'm looking for. I'm saying a lot of uhs and ums, so sorry about that. But I'm hoping with time I'll get better with that. The detailing on the lace and on the bodice, there's like little beads as well. And it's a few different layers. So on the bodice, you've got this this fabric that's on like the main skirt of the dress, which is almost like satiny. And then, so that's on the bodice, and then you've got it overlaid with lace, and you've got the little like pearls that are on there. I will give you like a close-up as well. I just kind of wanted to give like my kind of first reaction as I'm looking at her, what I'm picking up on. The face sculpt is absolutely beautiful. She does have a little bit of dimpling right here and here, which is cute as a button. She does not have hair on her eyebrows, but she does have eyelashes, real eyelashes, beautiful green eyes as well, with that really nice bloodshot detail like the Seed of Chucky one had. So there's loads of like veins across the eyes and they're nice and glossy. Her head feels not quite as tight on there, so I don't know if that's just because mine had been loose in the box, because it was the one supporting her neck that had come loose. I kind of want to get this hairnet off just because it kind of looks like I might have got a doll with a bald spot, which is soul crushing. But she also has the little tattoo on her chest right there. You maybe can't quite see it. I don't want to build down her dress anymore, but the materials and everything used for it is like I really can't fault it. And I can't say that I've had any other dolls in the past as someone who collects dolls that the attention to detail on the like clothing garments on the doll have been this well made and yeah, high quality materials. The stitching's perfect. I think I've seen maybe one hint of a loose thread. There's a little bit on the lace in there and it's just, oh, and this one. There we go. That's just like a little bit of excess that hadn't been trimmed, I think. Yeah, there's like the odd little tail of thread that needs to be trimmed down, but it's not like any pulled stitches or anything like that. It looks really, really well done. I'll pop this hairnet off now because I'm nervy about it, because I was saying how well the Chucky doll was rooted because he didn't have any bald spots. It says she does have quite a big bald spot. I might have to actually email about that. She also has a really long thread. Oh, this is upsetting because I was really looking forward to this, but I know I'm pulling back the hair to show you, and I'll show you again when I do a close-up, but where the wefts are, there's just like not enough on there, and there's like a huge bald spot that when I let her hair down is showing through. Whoa, I nearly lost her. But like from a distance you probably can't see it, but when you're kind of paying this much for a doll, you kind of want it to be right. And I hate to be like that, because everything Trick or Treat Studios that I've seen before I've like absolutely fell in love with. I also don't know if I am going to be able to set her up on a shelf because she doesn't seem to want to sit properly, and I don't know if that's because of the boots or her proportions kind of make her weight a little bit off. It's maybe the hands are in the way. I really want her to work. She also has the nails, by the way. She has like her she has like maroon red polish on her nails, which is really pretty. Yeah, she doesn't really want to sit, which is strange. I don't know what's going on there, because there's no way I can really get her back in the box. So I kind of need her to be able to sit up so that I can put her on a shelf. She also has like little leggings on, or tights underneath the dress. But yeah, she doesn't want to sit either, which is upsetting. Yeah, I'm gonna cut for now, and I will show you some close-ups, and you can maybe see what I mean with the hair then as well. And I can see if I can bend her legs into position while I'm not on camera, so that you're not having to like sit and watch me struggle with that for like 10-15 minutes. So I'll be right back with some close-up shots. Okay, so you might see some wobbling because I am currently holding her by the leg because I can't get her to sit up. I think it is just the proportions of the doll make her really unstable. So you can see the face is gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with that mold at all. I really can't complain about it. No quality issues. the hair is a problem. So let me see if I can turn her. Hang on. There's loose threads in a few places. There's more spots that are pretty bare. There's a lot of space in between the wefts, which I think would be fine if they did paint the scalp maybe like a darker colour so it wasn't as noticeable when the hair does kind of like shift around. But the bald spot that was the worst was here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's like around about here. So even when the hair is down, whichever way I put it, I can see through the hair. There we go, that's what I've just spotted. So I don't know if I've just been unlucky and got a dud, but it seems like the foam's torn a little bit because this still looks stuck to the plastic where the join is. I think unfortunately I am gonna have to contact Mad About Horror and just say about the issues with her, which, yeah, is such a shame because she is a beautiful doll, but I'm even going to struggle to get like close-ups of her because I can't sit her upright at all. So I think I'm going to have to buy a doll stand so that I can stand her up. So I'll just cut again so that you can see my face and I can talk a little bit more. But yeah, that's like a close-up of some of the issues with the hair rooting and some damage there on the foam of the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to try and contact Mad About Horror tomorrow, and they have a phone line and they have an email, so I think I'm gonna phone them first and kind of explain the issues that I've noticed and say to them that I can, you know, email over some pictures, close-ups of the issues that I've had with the doll, and kind of go from there. The thing is, it's difficult because I am fussy as well, so I am worried that it's just me being picky, but at the same time, it is like a big splash out in terms of collectibles, so I feel like for that price point you do expect a little bit, you know, higher quality with them. But again, it could be a case of like 99% of the time these dolls are perfect, like the Chucky one was, and I've just been unlucky and managed to be that 1% of people who ends up with one who does have issues and faults. So I wouldn't go as far to say that I don't recommend to get it, but I would say check them. Because again, I think it's just the same situation as with like Living Dead dolls. So if anybody here collects those, they're mass produced, so there is gonna be sometimes where quality control slips a little bit, and that's okay as long as, you know, the returns situation is okay, which I'm not sure because I've never returned anything with them before. But like I said, I am gonna contact them first and kind of see. She also has, I think, a scratch on her hand, which I've only just noticed. So, and I've been pretty delicate with her. And yeah, there's like a big knot in the lace down here as well. Loose threads I don't mind, like little tails of thread, because I can just snip those shorter, but I feel like I might have ended up with a little bit of a dud here, which is unfortunate because like from a distance and even just looking at the face, she is gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous, and the recreation is crazy good. Like, it's very accurate, but yeah, like for me looking at the back of her head right now, I can see the little bits of thread from the weft sticking out through her hair, which is not ideal, and I'd expect it from, you know, like cheaper collectibles, but from one that's higher end, you kind of don't expect to see that many, you know, faults with that. like specifically with the hair, but I don't know if I am just going to see, you know, patches of scalp through the hair in whatever one I get just because they haven't painted the scalp. But I'm kind of thinking that might not be the case, because with the Chucky one, I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure his scalp isn't painted, and I didn't spot that at all. And I had a good look at his hair and like ran my fingers through the back of it and everything, and didn't come across that whatsoever. So yeah, unfortunately I am gonna have to contact Mad About Horror and see what the situation is, whether I can send her back and get a replacement or what's gonna happen, because these dolls aren't gonna be getting produced anymore. So I would want a replacement, but I am worried that I'm gonna run into the same issues again. But hopefully the next time that I unbox a collectible, it's gonna be a bit more positive. I feel bad that I am kind of being a bit more negative, but at the same time I feel like it's important not to just lie and say everything's fine with them when they're not, because if someone's like me and is buying this as like a big deal, like it's a lot of money, to then go into it only having seen positive reviews and not to have seen someone who's had this situation that I've had. I'm trying to set her up, but it's not going to work. To see only the positive reviews out there and not see any where they've had some manufacturer's faults. If you then were in the situation where you got one that was faulty, I feel like that would be like a big a big bummer. So yeah, I'll maybe post on like the community tab or something an update to see how I get on. When I hear back from Mad About Horror, when I contact them tomorrow. But yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you for stopping by and for watching the video. I really appreciate it if you watched all the way through to the end. If you would like to see more horror related videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I hope that you have a nice day, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.